everyone. I hope you can hear Nap.
It would be real sad if you couldn't.
We've been here crying for about 1 minute. I have a new community challenge. And what if no one can hear us? Oh, that's gonna be so sad.
Yeah, great start. Perfect start.
No one has said anything yet. Nap and Ashley. Charles, thank you for subscribing. Nap, thank you for subscribing.
You're welcome.
Congratulations on first. Hi, Kim. Kim made this poster. Everyone say thank you, Kim. Hi, Mr. Matt. Nep is much louder than me, okay? Oh. And that's how we like it, okay? I see how it is. Okay, I've turned Nep's volume down. Wizard, thank you for your contribution to the challenge. I'm fine. Hear me out. A little over a month ago. Now Nep is too quiet. Oh my god. You're all gonna... a little over a month ago, I sent Nep a DM, slid into the DMs, and I said, do you think I could learn how to be a DM? And they said yes. I don't know if they were being honest or not, but they 100%
yes. Honest.
And now we're here. I had one person tell me yes, I could do something, and now we're here. Thank you, Aaron, for being a good mod. We're gonna have to remove a VIP badge. They were definitely lying. It's a community challenge. It is 420,690 channel points, which Wizard has told us is mathematically impossible for us to reach in this amount of time, but that's the amount of channel points, and I will be the DM. Nep will be the assistant DM. It's probably gonna be reversed DM. But the party will include Kitty, Ben, Cyber, Wizard, and Hoodies. So that's what's gonna happen. That's the shadow DM. Yes, as Hoodies has.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone's contributing to it, and it's making me nervous.
We reach it also, tonight.
Hi, Michelle. I saw you both come in. Welcome in. There we go. I'm only a little offended that I'm not invited. Listen, I couldn't have all of my mods because it would take forever. Kim's not invited either, if that makes you feel any better.
Neither's Nick.
It's like I had to choose Kim. I don't know, honestly. Couldn't tell ya. I didn't want to learn new things. So, since creating this, I've bought the Player's Handbook and the Dungeon Master's Guide. So I have reading to do. And I brought them in case things happen. Thank you for contributing. I appreciate it. Should we get started? Nep has created a slideshow, and we're gonna hop on over here. I assume you can still hear Nep on the scene.
we can hope. We can hope I can.
I'm Charles, and I'm happy to be here. Charles, we're happy to have you here.
Very happy.
Norcy, thank you for subscribing. My alerts aren't working today, and the clips weren't working on my starting soon screen, but we don't have time to figure that stuff out today. But thank you all for subscribing. I appreciate it. I'll go over all of that at the end of the stream. Wizard, thank you for gifting 5 subs. I appreciate it. Alerts are broken. I'm so sorry. Nep has teaching to do.
Okay. I'm practicing for my career.
Is Nep loud again? I think Nep's too loud again. I don't know. Neither of us have used Google Slides before. Thank you for the level 3 hype train. I'm warm. I'm very warm. If someone has mod t-shirt of shame points, please redeem. Are you ready? Did you turn it up when Matt said to be? Because that would be the problem, possibly. Third town louder. Okay.
Nep is occasionally looking at chat. Very rarely. I can glance.
Chat, if you have any questions, Neptune is a certified professional and will provide all of the information that we we need to know. How would we have teacher points? Listen, I don't know. Let's get started. Enough. Take it away.
Okay, hi. Welcome to How to Play My Favorite Game.
D&D.
D&D, find me your favorite mod, clearly.
Tell me when to change the slides.
You can change it.
Dice!
Fun fact, these are all my dice.
Yours? I thought it was a picture from Google.
They're all mine. They're all in here. All 421 of them.
I added dice to my throne wish list if anyone wants to get me caught up to Nap. I have one set of dice. They're blue and gold.
Hey.
They're pretty.
That's all you need. That's all you need. No more. Anyway.
Are we good?
Yeah, we can. But this is so great, guys. We're so prepared.
Oh! Hoodies redeemed. Roll d20, please. We both need to roll a d20.
Oh, that's so funny because we're on D20. Oh, I'll get my big one. I'm good. This one's giant.
Mine's not.
This one also has never rolled above a 7. I did a 16. Did you get a 1? This is perfect. This is perfect.
This is going exactly how I expected.
Exactly. So D20s are the most used die in the game. You'll use it for so much.
So much.
Ability checks, saving throws, attack rolls, some other stuff. You'll use it a lot. I don't know why it auto-corrected when I moved it to slides to the other rolls. That's so fun. That's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. Anyway, moving on. D12s. D12s are they're damage dice, and they're also barbarians. They're the hit dice that barbarians have, which I'll explain.
Should we roll each of these dice as they come up?
Do you want to roll a D12 too? I can.
I gotta find one.
It
what's
looks
it
like a
look
smaller
like?
D20.
Okay, I got it. I got a 3.
I got a 2!
Hi Ben, thank you for subscribing. Oh Ben, you're gonna have to watch it all. Also, there's books. There's books.
They're books. They're books.
to learn.
We're crying. It's okay. Moving on. D10s.
I'm in charge. Oh, got it.
You're in charge, yes. D10s are used for damage rolls. Asking for D10s. They're also 1/2 of percentiles, unless you get like a actual like big D100, which are pretty cool.
Ooh.
They're also hit dice for paladin, fighters, and rangers. Which again, we'll get to that later in the PowerPoint. Hi, Kyle.
Kyle. Thank you for the raid, Kyle. Also, welcome in, Shield Maiden. I'm learning. Kale, thank you for the raid. Everyone, thank you for the hype train. Neppy, thank you for being here.
Moving on.
Oh,
The second half.
We didn't roll our D10.
Oh, the D10. Yes.
Which one does it look
Yes.
like? Is this a D10?
It's
No.
like it looks like the one on screen.
I don't have one that looks like that. Never
Okay,
mind, I
it's
do.
like-
Never mind, I do. I
Yeah,
do.
okay,
I
good.
do.
Good.
I got a 6.
I got a 5!
Yay!
Yay!
Next.
Thank you, Aaron! Thank you, Aaron! I provided pictures for a reason! Fun fact, these are also my dice. Moving on. D100 is the second half of the percentile. This will be used in certain situations. Usually it's a DM roll. Like percentile, like you have a 50-50 shot of doing this. But sometimes you'll just use like a regular dice for that if you want. These are also used for clerics. Have this thing called Divine Intervention that they get at a later level, which they can summon their god if they roll below their level on the D100, which is hard, but it can happen, and it's really cool when it does.
I'm terrified.
So moving on.
No, roll. How does it work?
Oh, you rolled the D10 and the other one, and then
yeah. Oh,
the one with 2 numbers is the first number, and the one with 1 number is the second number.
Okay. What did you
So
get?
I got a 27.
I got 23.
Look at us.
Ben, thank you for your contribution to the challenge.
This is great. This is so great. This is so fantastic.
We're learning.
So D8s.
Woo!
D8s are again a damage dice. They're one of the more common ones.
Mm-hmm.
They're also hit dice for artificers, bards, clerics, druid, monk, rogue, and warlock. There's a lot of D8s.
Yeah.
They're great. I love them. They're pointy.
They are pointy. Look, it's like a little
Yeah, they're
diamond.
pointy.
We gotta roll. We gotta roll. I got an 8.
I got a 4. This is great. This is great.
We're learning. Oh, I went too many. I went too many. Oh no.
You're skipping ahead. You can't skip ahead.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. So D6s are also a damage dice. And
This
then
is
the
just
hit dice.
a normal one.
Yeah, it's just a cube. They're also hit dice for sorcerers and wizards. Also, I'll show you later, but you use D6s if you're rolling for your ability stats. You'll use D6s to roll those, which we'll get into in another slide.
Oh, spoilers. Okay.
Spoilers. 3.
I got a 3.
Look at that. We eventually got there.
Okay, next.
Next is D4s. D4s are a danger to society. You don't want to drop these on your floor because you will step on them. They're a damage dice. I can't remember anything else that they're used for off the top of my head. There probably is something that I'm forgetting.
And it's
but
just
they're
the number
mainly
that
a
points
damage dice.
Up top is the one
Yes,
you roll?
the number that points up top.
Okay. I got a 4.
I got 2. You're doing great.
Everyone's saying worse than Legos in chat.
Yeah, they're worse than Legos because these will stab into you.
This is a beautiful slideshow, and I've made this overlay so that you can't see a damn thing, but it's fine. Nep will explain everything that it says. Hi, Onyx, welcome in. How are you? I'm learning.
I got this, guys. Don't worry. If I can see my screen.
Oh
okay.
no.
We're good. It's fine. So ability scores and skills.
Mm-hmm.
For each ability score, which you can see at the bottom, fun fact, that's one of my characters, you'll have 3 to 20. If you get to a 0 in an ability score, you're dead permanently.
What?
So you don't want to do that, but that won't happen normally. But it ranges from 3 to 20. You can go above 20. That's with like special items and special things that a DM could give. But normally you're going to be in the 3 to 20 range.
Okay.
And it also has a modifier, which ranges from -5 to +5.
Okay.
And depending on proficiency, those affect your skills, and your skills are also affected by your proficiency bonus, which I'll get into in a second.
Okay. Enjoy your
Moving on.
work, Aaron. A proficiency bonus.
Let's talk about proficiency. Proficiency bonus is determined by level. So as you can see, lovely listed out there for you. 1 to 4 is 2, 5 to 8 is 3, 9 to 12 is 4, 13 to 16 is 5, 17 to 20 is +6. So there's like a list of skills, which I'll show you in a second. But there's a list of skills, and you'll have like pluses or minuses to them depending on, you know, your ability stat and then your proficiency bonus. So proficiency bonus comes from the bonus, and then you can also be proficient or an expert in them, which comes with feats and backgrounds and other things that come with class or race.
Okay. I'll ask it later. It's fine.
You can ask. Ashley, ask.
No, it has nothing to do with proficiency bonuses. I just
But
read the word levels, and then I thought, what level should players start at in a one shot?
In a one shot, it depends on what kind of one shot you want to run. You can run like a super basic one. You can run one that's for 20th level characters. It's really what you want to play out. Everything is up to you as the DM. It's all everything you create, and you set the scene for everybody. So whatever you say goes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. It's what you want to do. Unless you're like being an asshole. Don't do that. But
Hey.
whatever you want is what it is.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. That's okay. I can be in charge.
You can be in charge. You got this.
Yeah, I can do it. Are we going on to the next slide?
We're on to the next slide, yes.
Okay.
So strength is one of the ability scores. It's the physical power and force. So for skills, it would be the only strength-based skill is athletics, which you would roll an athletics check if you're trying to climb, swim, jump, or grapple someone.
Okay.
Which grappling is a combat mechanic, which we'll get into when we get to combat later. But stuff like physical prowess type skills would be either a strength check or an athletics check.
Okay.
Moving on.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Does it make sense? If it doesn't make sense.
No, I get to keep the slideshow, so it's fine. I can read over it as many times as I want.
Okay. You can stop me anytime, Ashley.
I'm paying attention, don't worry.
Okay. Dexterity is the agility, reflexes, and balance. There's 3 skills that have it. It's acrobatics, sleight of hand, and stealth. There's sneaky skills and like jumpy skills. So like acrobatics and stuff, you know?
Yes.
So, you know.
Welcome in, Raiders. Rollstat, thank you so much for the raid. Can we get a shout out for Rollstat? Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Ashley. This is Neptune over there. They're teaching me how to play D&D. I'm learning. I'm gonna be a mod. No, a DM. I'm gonna be a DM.
You got this.
I'm a one shot for my mods. Those are the words that were in my brain. I have a community challenge. And you can put your points towards it. And Neptune's doing a wonderful job, and I'm learning a lot, and my brain is broken. Okay, are we done with dexterity?
Dexterity also is what you roll for initiative. So when you start a combat, you'll roll initiative, and that's just your dexterity. Unless you have a crazy cool bonus to initiative, like some people do.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Wizard. Thank you, Wizard. I appreciate it. I'm taking over the channel, actually.
Okay, next.
So Constitution. Constitution is physical endurance and toughness. There aren't any skills that have Constitution, but this is for like holding your breath. It's a save against poisons, I believe. If there's spells, it will have con saves.
Okay.
Everything is like laid out for you mostly. If it's like what dice it deals, what save you need, what AC, all that stuff is labeled in spells or attacks for you, so that it's more streamlined and not guesswork.
Okay. We have
The
a question
Constitution.
from chat. Hoodie Sid,
Yes.
what is initiative?
So initiative is the order people will go in a combat. So everyone, players and monsters will roll initiative, and then from highest to lowest, that's the order you'll go in combat.
And you roll
A
for
d20
that.
plus your initiative.
We're learning. Look at us go.
We're learning. So moving on.
Intelligence. That's
Intelligence.
us.
Yep. So skills that have intelligence are Arcana, History, Investigation, Nature, and Religion. They're the book smart skills. You know, if you're smart, this is the one. If you're investigating some things, intelligence. You know, if you're being smart, intelligence. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Wisdom, my favorite. I love wisdom.
Okay.
So wisdom is it's animal handling, insight, medicine, perception, and survival. So it's a lot of seeing things. Perception, there's a thing, it's passive perception. So it's what your character sees with actually like search for something. So like radially we'll see in their surroundings. Some people have crazy high numbers. Like I have one that had a 30 passive perception.
Oh.
Which is a little crazy. But it's like deductive reasoning. So it's figuring stuff out street smarts wise.
Okay, and intelligence is book smart.
Book smarts, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, charisma. I have a habit of charisma being my dump stat always. So it's so fun. So it's deception, intimidation, performance, persuasion. So it's how you talk, how you act, how you play off things. There's also a variant rule in one of the handbooks that intimidation can be a strength instead of charisma if you're using your physical prowess instead of your words, which I do enjoy in those situations, but it's nice that, you know, they have that difference.
Okay. That makes sense. But you don't use this one? Or you just...
Huh? You can use this one.
But you personally don't?
Yeah, it's not that I don't use it, it's that I would rather use other things more.
Okay.
Which I'll show you when we make one.
Okay, we make one later. Okay.
Yes.
We're on the next.
Yes. So this is an example of a skill list. This is the character that I showed the ability scores for earlier. This is her skills. Oh, so, you know, we have all the skills, and then if you see the dots that are shaded in, those are the ones that I'm proficient in. So it'll get the proficiency bonus added on to the ability bonus, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
That
then you'll
sounds
see on stealth it has the green A. It means I have advantage on stealth checks because I have a piece of equipment that lets me do that.
Ooh, fancy.
Fancy, I know. That's what level 15 will give you. So moving on. Creating a character concept.
Uh-huh.
So when I'm making a character for D&D, I like to start out with what kind of character I want to play. And that's not to say that you have to come up with a backstory or anything to make a character. You can absolutely play like, I'm a bread man who sells bread. And that's it. And that's your character. And that's fine and dandy. As long as you have fun, you can do that. I personally won't, but if you want to play the bread man, you can play the bread man.
So when we make a character later,
are we gonna make the bread man? We're gonna make the bread man. Perfect. Okay. But when I'm starting to make a concept, I like to start with an elevator pitch. Basically, you're trying to sell this character in 30 seconds. So I like to come up with what's the basicness of my character, what's their goal, what's their concept, what are they. And you can can brainstorm with the people you're playing with to be like, okay, let's build this party out, or you could like totally make stuff separate from everyone, have secrets and be cool and like keep things from people, and then get bored of it 2 sessions in and spill your guts, like I do every single game I'm ever in.
Well, that's fine because we're doing a one shot, so you won't
We're
get
doing a
bored of
one-shot.
anything.
No. But I like to, start out with that backstory and all this stuff, which does help with the concept of, okay, if I want to play the Breadman, what class would I be? If I want to play the Breadman, what race would I be?
Yeah, I get it.
But speaking of race...
Oh! Let's go!
There's so many races. There are so many, Ashley. There are so many.
I like the little one with the guitar.
That's a halfling.
I think that's the Breadman.
That's the Breadman. But for people first starting out, I recommend sticking to the player's handbook races, which are the ones over there.
These ones.
Oh, yes, those ones, yes. I'm scared, Ashley. You scared me. Like, what happened? There's a joke that every queer person will play a tiefling, and it's true. That's all I'll say on that. Moving on, classes. There are 14 total. There's 3 subsets. There's casters, half-casters, and martial classes. If you know me, you know how much I despise martial classes, which is why I hate rogues, because they do too much combat stuff, and I don't like it. But it's okay. It's okay. Casters. That's a lot of casters. The wizards, clerics, druids, sorcerers, warlocks, and bards. Clerics are by far my favorite class in Dungeons and Dragons. They're amazing. So good. Love them. I could talk about them forever.
Please do.
But if we're thinking about the Breadman here, do we think the Breadman would be a caster?
I think the Breadman's a bard.
Singing tales of his bread?
I think so. Oh my god. Okay.
This is so great. Okay. Moving on to half-casters. So these are halfway between martial classes and casters. Obviously, because half-casters. So they don't have as big of an access to spells as casters do, but they also do have that added bonus of martial prowess that they have. I think they're cool. Rangers, paladins, blood hunters, and artificers. Blood hunters, I don't know what they count as, because they're weird. They're very weird. They use their blood to do things.
Spooky. I don't
not
like it.
Not a class for beginners.
Not allowed in my one shot.
Well,
Banned.
okay.
Banned.
Okay. I'll let him know, guys. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I can't be blamed for this.
You absolutely can. Okay, what's next?
Moving on. Martial classes. These guys hit stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like them. I don't like them. I hate combat. I don't like combat. I think
Isn't that
I don't.
like
Okay.
half of the game?
Yes. Okay. I enjoy combat when it's necessary. I don't like unnecessary combat. When there's combat just for the sake of hitting things, boring. But you know, barbarians, fighters, rogues, and monks, they're good classes. They're great classes. They're built super well. They have a bunch of other things. There are also subclasses for each class, which I didn't get into here because I didn't want to like throw everything at you. But that's like a thing that comes with leveling and building the character throughout what kind of character you want.
Okay.
But you know, you can play martial classes and I won't bully you. However, if you say that your favorite class is a martial class, I will bully you then.
Okay.
That's it. Especially if you say that your favorite class is a rogue after only playing in one shot where you killed Santa Claus.
Listen, my backstory for Estelle before I made her, the only thing I knew about her was that she never got anything she ever wanted for Christmas. So when given the opportunity, face to face with Santa Claus, she had to do what she had to do, okay?
Right.
Wizard Estelle crossed her fingers when accepting the deal to take the dagger, so it is what it is. Okay, let's go.
So generating ability scores. There's three ways. There's three ways that you could, three main ways. I'm sure there's some other crazy method that I don't know about. But I don't know about that, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I mean, entirely valid.
So the first one, and the obviously most common way, is rolling. So you'll roll 4d6, and then you'll keep the highest 3 numbers out of those d6s, and you'll do that 6 times to get all 6 ability scores, and then you'll put those numbers where you want them. So, like I said, dumping a stat, that's where you'll put your lowest number for things like, if I was playing, let's say, a barbarian, we want strength to be the highest stat because that's where most of our rolls will come from, but I don't necessarily need charisma because I don't need that charismatic-ness to it.
Okay.
So I'd put my lowest in that one, or intelligence, or wisdom. But I'd keep my higher ones for ones that I'm going to use more often. And obviously, you can put low stats in other ones for funsies. I will sometimes put low ones and stupid ones, and I'm like, this will never work as a character because it's fun. D&D's about having fun. That's the main thing of D&D, is having fun. If you're not having fun, leave. Because you're in a bad game. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
Fair.
So moving on, standard array is the second most common. So D&D has a set standard array. It's 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8. And you'll put those numbers into ability scores. It's very much the same as rolling, except you don't roll and you just have the numbers given to you. There's also, some people do a variant standard array, which has some different numbers, and all this other stuff. It's really fun. It's really great. It's very simple, very easy for beginners. And moving on to the one I hate. I hate point buy. That's controversial. I hate point buy. And I'm not sorry about it.
Tell me why.
I just don't like it because I feel like I can't get the variation I want. Because one, you can't go above like 15.
Okay.
And you can't go below 8. With rolling, you can get like a 6 and like 3 18s. It's so fun. I love variation in the ability scores. Because you get that like crazy leaps and stuff that you can't really get with point buy or standard array. But point buy, you start with 27 points and then you can pay to buy points.
Okay, that makes sense. I get it. I understand.
A lot of people use it. I don't love it, obviously.
This is banned from my one shot. It's not allowed. So
we'll decide which one we want to do.
I hope someone's taking notes of everything that's banned.
Everything that's banned? Right now, it's Blood Hunters and Point Buy.
We're not done yet.
So, backgrounds. There's so many backgrounds. Like, you could scroll forever, and there would be so many backgrounds. But I like to think of what fits the character I want to make. So like if you're making a sailor, there's a sailor background. If you're making a druid who's lived in seclusion for ages, there's the hermit background, or there's the outlander background. So you just want to find out what character am I playing, and then find a background that suits that.
Is there
which can be hard to start.
Background?
I think there's either a chef feet. There is a chef feet, but I don't know if there's a chef background. There might be. We'll find out when we go make the bread man. There's one or there's two. I know there's one. But getting into the meat, combat.
Oh, jeez.
Combat is... I'm not going to say it's difficult, because once you grasp it, it's very easy to understand. But learning it, like, to begin with, is a little confusing at first. So combat, it's made up of rounds. Each round is 6 seconds.
Okay.
So your character will have a turn, and that turn lasts 6 seconds. Every turn is 6 seconds.
Of
on your
real
turn
time?
of D&D time.
Okay.
You don't have 6 seconds to be like, I'm doing this. You have as long as you need, but the turn itself lasts 6 seconds. So on your turn, you can move and take an action and a bonus action. Your movement can be used anytime. You can split it up. You can do all this stuff. You can move fast first, whatever. You can move 10 feet and then move a bit. You also don't have to use all your movement, or you don't have to move at all. You can stop with your movement.
Okay.
And there are some spells and some abilities that will be used as a bonus action. You can't use a bonus action as an action or an action as a bonus action. They're two separate entities.
Okay.
And
makes
you
sense.
also get one reaction per round. So reactions can be triggered by certain features, or if a monster is in your 5-foot area around you and then it moves out of that space, you can take an opportunity attack on it and hit it as a reaction.
Ooh.
And I made a
Fancy.
nice little chart for you. So your round is your turn, move, action, bonus action, and your reaction.
Perfect. And there's a seal
Perfect.
here too, I think. So that's
Yes,
cool.
it's the combat seal. You need a little guy.
Uh-huh.
He's a little guy.
He is a little guy.
I was making this, and Michelle was there, and I went design, and then it popped up, and I said, "Why is there a seal there?" I don't know, but it's staying. So now he's here.
The combat seal stays.
The combat seal. It's the combat seal.
I love him. He's ours now.
So moving on to movement. Haha, get it? I'm funny. So movement is running a running move up to your speed. It can be broken down into any of these. So you can run and move your speed. You can climb, swim, or crawl at half speed, unless you have something that lets you do that at full speed. And then there's 3 different kinds of jumps. You could do a running jump, which you jump your strength modifier, I think, which requires 10 feet. Or you could do a long jump or a high jump, and those are described there. I think there's a page in D&D Beyond that'll explain those to you, but these don't come up super often.
Can I ban jumping?
You can, if you really want to ban jumping.
Add it to the maybe list.
Okay, let me set this up. Okay. Banned. Not banned.
Gravity's just real strong in this world.
Blood hunters. Banned. What was the other one?
Jumping?
Jumping. Oh, point by. Point by is banned. Okay. Perfect. Superb. Not banned. Everything else.
For now.
For now. Okay. Moving on to actions you can take in combat.
Okay.
There's a lot of them.
There is.
So, I'll do at the bottom, you see use an object. That's a free action. So that doesn't take your action.
Okay.
You do that for free along with your turn. There's a
Okay.
handful of free actions you can do. Search is not one. Only use an object and some other ones are free actions, which I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'll tell them to you at some point. So you can attack, which there's a bunch of attack options you have. You can use weapon, your hands, spells, all this stuff. Super cool. And each one of those is described in itself. So like if you have greatsword, it'd be a D12, I think.
Okay.
Or you can cast a spell. So you choose which one and then everything about it, and then you'll cast it, and then you roll the damage, and that's great. Or you can dash, which you'll double your speed, so you'll take your movement, and then you'll take your dash action, so you'll have double the movement for that turn. Rogues get to do that as a bonus action. Super
Ooh.
cool.
Very cool. Almost the coolest even.
You could also disengage with an action, so you won't provoke opportunity attacks. Rogues also do this as a bonus action.
Can you believe it?
I can actually. I can believe it. I made the slide. You can also dodge. So any attacks against you will have disadvantage, and all dex checks you have advantage until it comes back to your turn again. You can also use the help action. So you'll give advantage to another player or someone else on an attack roll check. And then you can hide. Rogues also do this as a bonus action.
I'm not gonna say it. It's fine.
Oh jeez. Moving all my shit. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I bet a rogue did that, so.
Right. It was probably my ghost. I haven't told you about my ghost, Ashley.
No.
His name is Paul. He likes to open that door occasionally, and he'll like stomp around upstairs in the upstairs that doesn't exist.
No.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Chat saying hi to Paul now.
Don't summon him. He's been quiet recently. He's been very quiet. Yeah. Jesus. I keep pulling on my headphone cord and it keeps moving my computer. I need to stop. Okay. You can also ready an action, so you'll be like, whenever anything rounds that corner, I'll throw my javelin at it. And then you'll hold that, and then you'll use your reaction to complete that action.
Okay.
And then you can also search for something. If your search needs a bigger search, you can use a perception check or an investigation check, depending on if it's cursory or more in-depth.
Okay. Sounds good. Makes
so
sense.
Making an attack.
Oh, let me find the next slide. How many slides are there?
It's a great question. 34.
Oh, we're close.
We're close, yes. This is the second to last one, I think. Yeah. So, there's two attacks. There's a weapon attack and a spell attack. So, for a weapon attack, you'll decide which one you want to use, and then you're going to roll your d20. A 20 automatically hits, and it's a critical. And a 1, you automatically fail, and it misses.
No.
If you're proficient, you add your proficiency bonus and the appropriate ability modifier. So, let's say we're doing a greatsword. You would add, I think it's strength, and then your proficiency bonus, and then all that stuff. Boop. I got pop-ups on my screen. Okay.
Oh no.
It's fine. It's fine. My computer's from 2011, and it's third hand.
Oh.
So it's got some stuff to it. But if the number you roll on the d20 plus all your stuff meets or exceeds the target's AC, which is their armor class, it hits. And then you'll roll the damage. If you roll a 20, you roll double the dice.
Okay.
So let's say you roll 2d12, you'll now roll 4d12. Or you could roll the 2d12 and just double that. Up to you or how you play. I think in the books it says you have to roll double the dice, but sometimes you're rolling like one spell that I have has 10 d6. I don't have 20 d6s. I probably do, but I don't want to roll 20 d6s because I don't have the space to roll 20 d6s, so I'm just gonna double it.
But it would be fun.
It would be so fun. I would love to do that one day. But, and then whatever you roll, plus the, plus whatever bonuses is the damage you do to that creature. For spell attacks, you always add your proficiency bonus, and then you add your spell casting ability instead of, the attack ability. So it's normally wisdom, charisma, or intelligence. And then you'll add your spellcasting ability to your damage as well. It's very similar to weapon attacks, except it's a spell instead of a weapon.
Okay, that makes sense. Everything makes sense. I'm learning.
Yeah.
Everything makes sense, and it's fine.
And then look at, here's a nice cheat sheet for you with all the terms
that's
that I could think of.
That you can't
It's a
read
lot
on
of words.
stream, but it's fine. If someone wants me to
yeah.
post this in the Discord, I can post a screenshot of this for sure. But please take me through this list.
Okay, I gotta zoom in. Oh man, I was not prepared. Okay, so advantage, you roll twice and take the higher roll. If it's a passive skill like passive perception, you'll add +5 to it instead.
Okay.
Armor class, or AC, is the number that represents how hard it is to deal damage.
Okay.
Normally your armor bonus plus your dex. If you're not wearing any armor, it's just your dex modifier.
Okay.
So, if you're making a contested check, so if you're, I think a grapple check is contested. Yeah, it's a contest. So if you're making a grapple check, you're rolling athletics against the person you're trying to grapple's athletics. So whoever rolls the higher one wins. And if you both roll the same, it's the person who's making the attack that wins. Because if you meet it, beat it.
Okay. That makes sense.
So, difficulty check, or DC, is the number representing the difficulty of a task. So, let's say you're trying to pick open a lock. You would set a DC for how hard that lock is to open. There's a list of which each 5 increment is and how difficult it is. I think 25 is an impossible task, but I've also rolled nearly above 30 on some things, so it's not always.
Okay.
Will there be a quiz? Do you want me to quiz you, Ashley?
No. Please don't. There will be a quiz for everyone that's participating in the one
Yeah,
shot.
there'll be a quiz on game day. If you fail, you can't play.
I'm just not allowed to DM. It's Nep's game now.
Yes. So, disadvantage, you roll twice and take the lower number. Boo! No one likes that.
Boo!
So, hit dice, which I've talked about occasionally, it's determined by your level, and you roll those during short rest to recover health.
Okay.
It's also the dice that you use for hit dice is the one that you roll each time you level up to gain more health. So when you at first level, you get the max dice plus your con modifier, and then each one after that you roll the dice and then you add that number to it. If that makes sense.
There's so much math in this game.
It's a lot of math. It's playing
concerning.
pretend and math. That's D&D. D&D in a nutshell, playing pretend with math.
My lowest grade in all of high school was grade 9 math, so I still passed though, don't worry. I
Passed. So hit points are how long it takes to kill you. The more you have, the better.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you're immune to something, you take no damage.
Ooh.
So you could be immune. There's different types of damages. There's like elemental damage, physical damage, there's force damage. You can be immune to a type of damage. Like, one character I have is immune to cold damage. So, if someone deals cold damage to me, I take none.
Okay.
So initiative, we went over. It's a dexterity check, and then you can add your if you have different bonuses for initiative, you'll add those too. Like someone in my Sunday D&D game has a plus 13 to initiative.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, yeah. He also cannot be seen in dark or dim light. It's really great. It's really great. So inspiration, it's granted by the DM, and you can use it to gain advantage on one attack roll, saving throw, or ability check. So you'll be like, that was some great RP right there. You get inspiration. And they'll just take a little box, and then they can use an extra d20 whenever they want for that inspiration roll. Or they can save it forever for something really important. Like, I've had an inspiration since the start of my Tuesday game that I have not used. Because I feel like there's never an important enough situation, and I want to save it.
So I can just be really nice and give everyone inspiration?
You can! Wizard, I have 3 D&D games a week. It's a lot.
It's too many.
It kind of is. It's fine. So, a long rest. These take 8 hours. You recover all your spell slots, your HP, and half of your hit dice that you've spent, along with any other resources that recover at dawn. So, like, if you spent all of your hit dice and you had 8, you'll get 4 back after the rest, but you'll recover all your hit points and everything else that refreshes at dawn.
Okay. Makes sense.
I went over this one a little earlier. It's an opportunity attack. A creature in your reach. Most things have a 5-foot reach, but some things that are super cool have bigger reaches. Like, if you play a bugbear with Polearm Master, it has a 15-foot reach, which means anything within 15 feet of it can hit it. And if you move outside of that 15 feet, it hits you.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, I know.
So, a passive check, it's an ability check that doesn't use a roll. It's equal to 10 plus the applicable modifier. So, let's say you're doing a passive perception, and I have a plus 4 to my perception. It would be a 14.
Okay.
If you're proficient in something, you add your proficiency bonus. Reach, I went over. It's the area you make melee attacks in. You have to be within your reach to hit something, unless it's at a long range or like a distance thing. Resistance, you take half damage to that type of damage. So, like, if I was resistant to fire damage, I would take half the fire damage. Which things are broken up into damages when you make an attack. Like, if I have a sword that deals fire damage, I'll roll my sword damage and then my fire damage so that I can split those apart if I need to.
Okay.
Saving throws, you roll a d20 and add your saving throw modifier to the roll. They're different from the ability modifiers because you add your proficiency bonus to the ones you're proficient in, which 2 come with the class that you've chosen. So, like, if I was playing Cleric and I had to make a Wisdom saving throw, I would roll my Wisdom modifier, and then I'd add my proficiency bonus to it because they're proficient in Wisdom.
Okay, perfect.
So a short rest, they take about an hour, and you can spend as many hit dice as you'd like to recover HP. And there's also Warlocks, their spells recover on a short rest, and there's some other things that recover on a short rest for other classes. If you're vulnerable, you take double damage to something. So again, with the example, if I deal fire damage, I double that fire damage, but the sword damage would be normal.
Okay.
And then if you crit on it too, then you do quadruple, because you double the fire damage from the crit, and then you double it again because you're vulnerable. It's horrible. I was in a round at combat once, and I was vulnerable to cold damage, and I was knocked out in a single round. I was at 4 hit points, and I was knocked out. I was so mad.
Are you a little bitter about it, or I can't tell.
Not at all. Finally, if you're incapacitated, you can't take actions or reactions. This happens if you're stunned, or if there's a spell like Hold Person that affects you. You can't do anything. until you
Okay.
save out of it or it ends.
Okay, perfect.
And that's it!
That's it. That's the slideshow. Thank you so much
That's
for
the
putting this
slideshow!
together. Everyone say thank you, Nep in chat, for putting this slideshow together.
Well,
Welcome
thanks.
in, Val. How are you? Good to see you. We're learning. We're learning D&D. I've consumed so much knowledge. We are at the hour mark, so we're gonna take our break, and then when we return, we will make the bread man. But if
Yes!
where would one go to make a character?
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond. Is this something I should go to without everyone being able to see it? Maybe. Here, go. If I have to log in, they might see my email.
True. True.
For everyone that has come in that didn't see this before, I'm going to DM for the first time on stream, and it's gonna be great. And Nep is gonna be the shadow DM, and
Nep is gonna make sure shit doesn't hit the fan.
and the party will be Kitty, Ben, Cyber Wizard, and Hoodies. Sergeant Day, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Hoodies. Collections, game rules, sources, tools. Where do I go? Tools?
I sent you a link.
Character builder. I got it. Thank you, though.
Well, make it in there so you can get access to the stuff.
Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it.
You got
Create a
it.
character. Create a character. Is this
Yeah.
my campaign? Is it Teehee? Teehee?
Oh, Teehee's me. No, don't worry about Teehee.
Okay.
Make a new one.
Okay. I'm gonna go back over here now. Okay, and then I have to go over here and like make it fit the screen. And then we will return in about 3-5 minutes. Math. And we'll make a character. I just have to.
Woo!
Woo! I just have to make it so that you can't see all of my pinned things, because I get real embarrassed when people can see what I have pinned on my Chrome. I'm a good streamer, and I'm good at all of this stuff. Thank you again for preparing that, and we will return to make the bread man, so make sure you're still here. We'll be back momentarily. Other vehicles, is that an option? Just no one else on the road! Just no one else on the road! Oh no. This, the forest? Chocobo's forest! Kupo! I mean, Master of the Forest, the Chocobo's is my friend, Kupo. His name is Choco. And this? Chocobo's forest! Drive your horse straight up the mountain. It's like over here. Horse can swim? Horse can swim. Horse can't swim. Belly flop, speaking of, my pool's open. That's an exciting thing that's happened this weekend is my pool's open, but I just killed my horse. Oh! Hi, Hadoken, how are you?
Okay.
How do I get out
Why not?
He's just gonna go follow him around. Maybe this is what we should have been doing the whole time.
Move on to 2, and things get exciting. To do 2 balls, we're going to apply
This
that
is
same
sports
technique. We're going to try to hit
entertainment. Oh, no.
those 2 points that I
I
talked
wasn't
about.
even
But now
juggling.
this time, when that first ball is coming down, you're going to throw the second ball.
Okay,
So you're
first
going to
ball's
hit the
coming
first
down.
point,
Oh,
and then the second
first
point.
ball's coming down. Second ball's
Typically, you're going to want to start with the hand that is your dominant. Right, left, right, left.
My
or
drink
if
is
you're
not
left-handed,
safe back here.
Left, right. Left, right.
And things
That being
get
said, some people
exciting.
I've noticed have a really hard time throwing that second
How
ball.
do I draft you to
They
my
just can't
fantasy
get it out
challenge?
because of muscle memory. If that
Yeah,
is a
we
problem
need to
that you're
make that a
having,
real
try
thing.
starting with the other hand. Left, right. Left, right. Sometimes I can force you out of that habit of holding on to the second
It's
ball. So
fine.
really practice that over and over again. Focus on getting the balls.
Oh, get out of here! Oh, I just want to fight you! It's taking so long to load in the freaking scene. Okay, let me fight, please. Up the stairs to the back. Up the stairs to the back. Up the stairs to the back. To the back. To the back. Up the stairs to the back. Okay, I see. There's so many people. I got it. Don't worry. I got it. Okay. Get out of here! We're back!
This is great. This is so great.
I said I'm gonna go back to live now. Are you ready? And as I was clicking the scene, Nef said no. so I did not click the button, but I had my finger on it. Wizard said welcome back now. So,
Thank you.
also I can't share my screen with Nep and also have their camera, so Nep's gonna have to watch the stream to see what page we're on. It's gonna be great.
My full 30-second delay.
It's gonna be great.
It'll be perfect.
So character name, are we thinking the Breadman?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. I never use
Yeah.
capital letters, but the Breadman deserves them.
Perfect.
Oh. Should I just?
So you're also
many-
gonna want to click Homebrew, Critical Role, and Non-Core D&D.
Can I add Rick and Morty?
You can if you really want to.
I really do.
Go ahead. It's not gonna give you nothing, but you can go ahead and do it. And then if you
Okay.
scroll down a bit more,
Uh-huh.
hit both optional features.
Both?
Yes.
Okay. Advancement type? Milestone? XP.
Milestone. Yeah, a milestone.
Okay.
And then, do you want to roll for the HP, or do you want it to do it for you?
I want to roll, obviously.
Okay, then in hit point type, would you roll?
It's fixed or manual?
Manual.
Okay.
I know the
Oh.
terms.
Are you sure you want to change your hit point to manual entry
Yes,
after doing
yes.
so?
Yes. Confirm.
Roll stats is bye.
And then you're also gonna hit ignore coin weight.
Okay.
This is so great. I love this delay.
I found it, don't worry.
I see 30 seconds later. Don't worry.
And then next, I'm good on this page.
Okay, you're good. Everything else.
Oh,
We're
choose a
gonna move on.
race.
Yes, what race do we want the bread man to be? We said halfling.
I'm just scroll. What is a deep gnome?
They're gnomes, but from the Underdark.
Okay. I'm enjoying looking at all of these friends.
Yeah,
that we
there's
have.
a lot. There's
Yeah.
a lot. There's a
Uh,
lot.
There's almost too many, one might say.
Yeah.
I like the rabbit. The rabbit's fun, but that couldn't be the bread man.
Mm-mm. We can make him a duck.
It really?
Yeah, duck plays a duck in our Thursday game.
Oh my goodness. What is that called?
An Aarakocra,
How does one spell that?
it's all the way at the top.
Oh, the top one. Okay.
It's the one that looks like a bird.
Okay,
Do the
choose.
not the legacy one, the other one.
Oh no.
See, that's the way. It's really just if you change race, you can change it. This is great.
What?
You see the one that doesn't have a legacy next to it? It's that one. My face hurts, dude.
I'm learning, okay? I don't know everything.
I know, it's okay. So,
Okay. Oh, creature type. Oh, humanoid? I don't think so.
it is.
It's a bird.
Yeah, you've made a character before, Ashley.
I made Wizard do it for me. Okay, next.
Okay, so
It's gonna be a bard.
you could be a bard. Go ahead, click bard.
I clicked bard.
We'll keep the bread man at level 1, so I don't have to teach you about all the subclasses right now. That's a call, kind of talk. That's not a now kind of talk. So in proficiencies, you see how it has that blue
Yeah.
point on it?
Uh,
That means you've got to pick things in there. So what I like to do is I like to pick my background before I pick those because
okay, the bread man.
backgrounds come with skills.
Where's the background?
then
Where do I choose
backgrounds-
the back?
If you scroll back up, it's in description.
Oh, that's so far away. Okay, background.
It's 2 away. So we'll go to.
Where's
So
background now?
if you can find one in there that looks like the bread man, there's a lot of backgrounds.
Can the bread man be a folk hero?
Yeah, he can. He for sure can. He's a folk hero. That's what he is.
This is gonna be the best character.
This is gonna be the main NPC of the one shot.
Every place you go, the bread man's just there.
The one shot is finding ingredients for the bread man's next biggest recipe. Oh, I spoiled, guys. Sorry.
Nep knows the story already. They're just giving everything away. Okay, we've got a folk hero.
Yes. So you'll pick an artisan tool. My favorite is the woodworking tool because I like to whittle little things.
But what about cooking?
Our cooking supplies in there.
Cooks utensils.
Take those. Take those.
Should we go into physical characteristics? characteristics, or should we go
No,
back?
we're gonna come back to those. Let's go
Okay.
back to class.
We're just jumping all over the place here.
It's a jumpy kind of game, you know.
I'm banned jumping.
So, fuck. I forgot about that.
Oh, jeez. Proficiencies.
Yes,
A
proficiencies.
musical instrument. What's the
So you get-
warmest instrument?
The warmest?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the lyre. That's like a harp kind of thing.
I get 3 instruments.
You do get 3. You do get 3. You can take drums.
Drums and bagpipes, I think. We've got
Drums, bagpipes, and lyre. That's the bread man. You could use the drum as a bowl for
This is
mixing
true.
the bread. One person band, more like one person bread. So, skills.
Yeah, what about
You gotta pick 3. I don't know which ones you can see.
acrobatics, animal handling. That's what the folk hero. What are our thoughts on? Should we do medicine? That seems like a bread is kind of like a medicine.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm
Yeah.
feeling it.
Perfect,
feeling it.
perfect. Stealth. You gotta in the kitchen. If there's a lot of people in the kitchen, you gotta be able to move around them. So you know, stealth.
Sure. Thanks, Wizard. Thank you, Wizard.
And then what's like a good skill?
A good skill. What options do you have, Ashley?
Acrobatics, animal handling, arcana, athletics, deception, history, insight, intimidation, investigation, nature, perception, performance, persuasion, religion, sleight of hand, and survival.
So all of them. Okay. Perception is easily the most used skill in the game.
I can look at bread and
bards-
say that's bread.
Yeah.
Okay, we
Bards,
got it.
maybe you want to do persuasion or performance to be like, look at my bread, my
Okay.
bread, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that
Maybe
makes
that,
sense.
maybe
Yeah.
that instead of medicine, maybe.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
just a thought. And then you also get spells,
Yeah.
which you get to pick.
It doesn't tell me I can pick.
If you scroll up a little bit, you'll see. I'm delayed. You'll see
Oh,
spells.
I get it.
That one.
Add spells?
Yes.
What's a good spell? Friends? The bread man loves friends.
Friends is great. So there's cantrips and then there's spells.
Uh-huh.
Cantrips you can do willy-nilly anytime for free.
Okay.
Spells cost a spell slot to use.
Uh-huh.
So we want to pick good cantrips because we're stuck with them forever.
So is friends not a good one?
Friends is a good one because that means you get advantage on charisma checks made to the person you cast friends on.
Okay, I learned friends.
Perfect. I love Mage Hand because you
Okay.
just get a spectral hand to use.
Perfect. I'm going with it.
Perfect.
We've done it. That's my 2 cantrips.
You two
No,
cantrips and how many first levels do you get? I don't know.
4.
4 whole first levels. These bards change out every level up. So there's 2 types of spellcasters. There's ones that change them out every day, and there's ones that keep them. Bards are the ones that keeps them. Wizards, clerics, and druids change them out every day.
Okay.
So if we're thinking like the bread man, What kind of magic does the Breadman cast? Distort value?
You say that like I'm not always thinking like the bread man.
I love Unseen Servant so that you don't actually have to make the bread. Thank you, wizard. Is Unseen Servant at first level?
It is.
I don't know.
I'm learning
good.
it.
Oh, good. Perfect. For someone who plays casters all the time, I know nothing about spells.
What about hideous laughter?
That one's fun. You cast it at people, and then they can't stop laughing.
I love it. I love it. We're learning it.
I don't know what you think about Breadman hoodies, but you don't know him.
What about disguise self? What if the Breadman's too famous?
Yeah,
So
he needs to live a secret
sometimes-
life.
Yeah, sometimes you want to
Yeah.
just go somewhere and not be
A
recognized.
false identity.
So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And we get one more.
No, for sure.
What about identify? No, I have something like that, don't I?
Identify tells you what a magic item is.
Oh, that's lame. That's stupid. I would never
Very,
use that.
it's used. Okay.
Continue. Should I get identify?
If you want to, I use it a lot. It's used all the time. It's literally the most useful spell in the game.
Okay, we've learned all of our skills.
Yay. So, you're gonna go into optional feature manager.
Pardon.
The next one, the one next to spells.
I got it.
You're doing great. And we're gonna probably hit. Oh, never mind. We're gonna go to abilities. I'm great at this.
Oh,
Okay,
rolls.
Ashley, do you want to roll your stats? Do standard
Yeah,
array, or
I
do
wanna
your
roll.
band point by?
I want to roll.
Okay, so do you have 4d6 or you only have 1d6?
I have one.
Okay,
I added more dice to my throne wish list.
I'll get some d6s for you.
I have a
And then-
one. Can I
Okay.
roll one and then you also
You can roll one. I'll roll 3.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. So
You ready?
you're gonna write all these numbers down, okay?
Can chat write them down?
Check. Oh, you can roll in D&D, yeah, but that's no fun.
We're ready?
Guys, we don't need logic here, okay? We don't need logic.
Oh, I got a 5.
I rolled 3 ones. So, that one's a 7.
Where does it go? Or we just have a 7?
Just have a 7, so we'll write down all 6 of them, and then we'll put them in places.
Okay, chat's writing them down. Chat's writing them down. Okay, we do another one?
Yes.
Okay. I got a 6.
I got a 4, a 5, and a 1, so drop the 1. It's 15? Yes.
My brain is empty.
15! 15, guys!
7 and a 15.
Next!
Ugh. I got a 1.
Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, that's not math.
What did you roll? Tell us.
Hold on, I gotta math.
Tell us
Hold
the
on, I
numbers.
11. It's a 6, 4, and a 1. 11, guys. Write it down.
A 3.
I rolled a 5, 4, and a 4, so drop the 3. It's 13.
Okay. How many
That
more
was
do
number
we roll?
4. 2 more.
Okay. I got a 5.
So we're gonna drop one of mine. So 13 again. Last one, y'all.
I had a 4.
I got 2 6s and a 1. But so that's 12 plus 4 is 16.
Yes.
Yes. So that's the last one. Okay.
Woo.
Put my dice away.
Thank
Woo!
you, chat, for keeping track of that.
Thank you.
Where
Thank you,
do
guys.
I want each of these numbers?
So for bards,
Uh-huh.
Bard's main used stat is charisma, so that's the one we want to put our biggest number into. So we'll
Which
probably
was
put our 16 into there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Wizard, for putting them in number order for me. And then I like to put my biggest and then my lowest in first because I know which one I'm gonna dump. So bards don't use strength that much. If you want
Okay.
to dump strength,
Okay.
or if you want to dump one that I would not recommend dumping, you can also do that.
No,
for
let's
fun.
go straight. Let's go straight. The straight
Okay.
sounds fine.
So put the 7 in strength.
Uh-huh.
And then we have a 13, a 13, and an 11. And a 15.
Okay.
So dexterity is going to be how fast you move and your armor class. Constitution is your health. How many hit
Mhm.
points you have is determined on your constitution. And then intelligence and wisdom are like your main roles throughout the game.
Okay.
You're probably going to use wisdom more than intelligence.
Okay.
And probably I'd probably do the 11 in intelligence, and then the 15 in con, and then the 13s in wisdom and dex.
Okay. Okay. I'm listening. I'm paying attention. I did it. I did it. They're all done. Look at our little guy.
Frontman. Obviously, you could put those wherever you want to. It's not like you have to put them where I said to put them. It's just that's what I would do as me, a player.
Okay.
So, you see another blue exclamation point. After Tasha's came out, a lot of things changed. So instead of the class telling you which ones you have to add to, you get to now pick which ones you add
Oh.
modifiers to. So if you scroll down to ability score increases, we
Uh-huh.
can pick 1 to each of them, 2 and 1, or I think 3. I recommend
increase 3 scores or increase 2 scores.
I recommend doing 2.
Okay.
And then I would probably pick charisma and charisma by 2, I'd say.
Uh-huh.
And then maybe dex by 1.
Okay. Okay. It's done. It's done.
Perfect. Oh, it's the other 2.
Other way?
Yeah.
I did it the wrong way?
Yeah.
What?
Because the top one is the +1.
Oh, no.
Not that you can see that I'm pointing, but
Did I do it right?
I think.
Okay. Perfect.
Perfect. Perfect.
We've done it.
Okay. Now we're going back to description.
Back to description, okay?
Yes.
I get to
Super
pick a
Daddy.
language.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's too many.
I think you have common already. If you don't have common, take common.
It doesn't show anything.
Oh, you do have common already. Okay.
Okay.
So, since the breadman is a duck,
Yeah, he is. I forgot about that.
I also did until just now. Let's think of if I were the breadman, right? Common and yeast. Yeah. What's the breadiest language? I say take halfling.
Halfling? Okay.
Yeah. That feels bready to me.
They consume bread, for sure.
Yeah. They, fun fact, halflings used to be called hobbits before it got sued.
Oh, that is fun.
So they are just the hobbits of D&D.
There's suggested characteristics.
Yes, so those are super, super great for new players.
Mm-hmm.
This is basically, it helps you flesh out a character. I don't personally use them anymore. When I first started playing, I used them a lot, like religiously. But now that I have an idea of how I play and how I want to play,
Mm-hmm.
I make a character and I already have these things set in mind. So I
Okay.
don't use them anymore, but they're great for people who don't have a set goal or set idea for them to be like, okay, I think I want to do this thing.
Okay,
then
we know
here's the choices I make.
everything. We know everything about the bread man, so we don't need to.
Yeah. We know so much about the bread
We
man.
are the bread man. We've taken him on.
Yes. So, what does the bread man look like? A duck?
Doug.
Perfect. Perfect. That's it. We don't gotta write nothing down. He's just a duck.
I'm gonna write duck under all of them.
Perfect. Perfect.
I was going to, and then I saw how many options there
There's
were.
a lot.
That seems
And
like
also, you can only put numbers in some of them.
Wait, one duck. How old is the bread man? We need to know that.
For 2069.
We've done it in years.
We've done it.
Gender's bread man.
Yeah. The bread man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so moving to equipment.
Okay.
So there's two options you could choose here. You could do starting gold, which I've never done, or you
Uh-huh.
could pick your equipment now,
E-
which I've
equipment.
always done.
Obviously.
So hit equipment,
Uh-huh.
and then you're gonna get a bunch of options. So
Uh-huh.
what do you think? With the breadman would have a rapier or a longsword?
The bread man's a longsword kind of guy.
Okay, okay.
Entertainers pack? Probably.
Probably.
And then obviously the lute. The lute is
Mhm.
the instrument of choice for the bread
The
man.
loot that you're not proficient in?
Listen, we'll learn. We'll learn along the way. Don't worry.
I would pick up your chef's tools.
Yeah. Cook's utensils for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
We also have a shovel.
And an iron pot. You got a pot.
We're gonna cook our loot because we
And
don't
then
have any
you're
food.
gonna hit add starting equipment.
Are we done?
And then well, we have to equip the equipment.
Oh no.
You see how those buttons say wield and stuff?
Yeah.
Just click those.
Okay. All of them?
Yeah.
Wield. Where? Wield. I can't wield my loot? I just have it?
You just have it.
Okay.
Okay, and then you're gonna scroll up, and then it's gonna look like kind of a square with some circles in it. It's after description. It's after what's next.
Okay,
Sorry.
yeah.
And then
We have our character
ba-ba-da-ba!
Let me downsize it on here so that everyone can see everything.
Bread
it's-
man.
The bread man. I have to find a picture.
We can make one. We can make one in Hero Forge.
What if I just found a picture of a duck eating some bread?
You can do that also. That would be much easier.
Duck. Oh, that's not what I meant to type. Duck eating bread.
That's him. That's the bread man. That's him.
manage to change the photo? Edit. No.
Yeah, manage,
Manage.
and then change sheet appearance.
What? Character settings, change sheet appearance. I found it.
Change.
I found
Okay,
it.
good.
Portrait. How do I?
Yeah, portrait.
Upload. What's it called? This one.
This is so great. This is so perfect. My face hurts.
We've done it. We've got the bread man. He's here.
And for those of you in the campaign, you can see his character sheet in the campaign. If you want to look around.
I'm in pain. I just want to look at this little duck eating bread.
We can also make the sheet look however you want. Like you can change the colors of it so that instead of like red, it's like brown or green or whatever.
That seems like a lot of a lot of work. Unless you think it's fun, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's make it. Let's make it match.
I'd like to make a theme, you know.
Obviously we need a little green background to go with the duck. The druid background's kind of green a little bit. There we go. Frames are fun. Those are also gonna be druid moss green. We've done it. Look at our beautiful character sheet for the bread man.
And then, if you go to frames, there's one that's green that glows.
Oh, okay. Frames. Spore cloud?
Yeah.
Is that?
There's one that's animated. I don't know. It might be something else, but no, not Spore
It's
cloud.
the frame.
If you
It's
keep
the
scrolling
frame for
down.
my photo. I've done something terrible. Oh, jeez.
Perfect. It's perfect.
I've
You want to
lost
light him on fire?
everything. Okay, we've done it. We're here. It's very green and kind of hard to look at, but we've done it. Thank you for building the bread man with me.
This is perfect.
There's a poll going right now.
I know. I know.
Will Ashley ever make her own character sheet? No! If I don't have to do it, why would I do it myself? I just pretend that I don't know what's going on, and then Wizard or Ned will feel bad.
Pretend.
Oh my god, I am in love with the bread man.
I love him.
He's perfect.
I
I
love
don't
him.
know. I don't know what else to say. This might be a short stream. Nep was going to do combat for us, but I think we're like
I got my melatonin gummies ready.
Yeah. Nep's ready to go to bed. Everyone say thank you, Nep, for teaching us everything we know. Everything we could ever need to know. For anyone that's just joining us, I'm gonna be a TM, and it's gonna go very, very well.
She's gonna DM if you finish the community challenge. Please. I put too much effort into this. Oh, my face hurts.
Me too. I'm gonna sleep well tonight. I expended too much energy today for all of this. We're at 5%, so we will make it at this rate. Thank you, Dylan. I'm glad you believe in us. Oh,
Lord.
After this, what do you think my next steps are in learning? What else do you think I need to know?
Run a combat.
Oh, I don't wanna. Ban combat.
You're gonna.
Wizard
No.
ban list?
No.
Wizard ban list? Combat.
I'd be. Hey, as make sure shit doesn't hit the fan, leader. We're not gonna ban combat. We're not gonna ban combat.
Oh, I need to practice character voices. This is so
Yes.
daft.
Yes.
Fully
Ban
going to commit.
D&D.
I'm going to character study Daffy Duck to be the brethren. It's gonna be great. Oh, no, obviously not. Won the poll, so obviously you all know me. Oh my god. Oh, also, while I have you all here, thank you all for everyone that followed. I have anonymous followers on. I appreciate all of you for following and vibing and everything. But also thank you Sergeant Day for the gift sub. Thank you Rollstat for the raid. Thank you Kale for the raid. Thanks Ben for the sub. Thanks Wizard for the gift subs. Oh, thank you Norcy for the resub. Thank you Charles for the resub, and thank you Nap for the resub. Nap, would you like the honors
Yep.
of picking where we raid to?
Oh Lord. I don't know nobody.
No, I have options. I have places
I
to
don't-
go.
I don't know nobody.
Yeah, I don't know nobody.
I don't know nobody.
Trav is on his starting soon screen. We could go see Trav.
Let's go see Trav.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Thank you all for vibing. Thank you, Nep, for being here. Thanks everyone for submitting your points to the challenge. And we'll see you all later. I hope you all have a good evening. I hope you learned something, because I learned.
Hope you eat some bread.
Eat bread. That's the takeaway.
Takeaway.
Okay, everyone, have a good night. I guess I should type in the thing. I should type in the thing. Super Trav underscore. If you don't get taken with the raid, it is Super Trav underscore. Please go say hi. Have a good night, everyone. Goodbye.